Future Johnson here. Before we get into the video, I just want to let you know that I'm switching the review order for Captain America, the First Avenger, and the Avengers. I was originally going to do Captain America, the First Avenger first, followed by the Avengers, but I decided I wanted Captain America, the First Avenger to come out the day before 4th of July. Captain America, 4th of July. I thought it would make some sense. So, at the end of the review for the Avengers, I will tell you that I'm taking a break off next week. That's false. It's going to be the week after Captain America. So, this video, this intro is going to be in front of both videos, so in case you only see one, it's going to be exactly the same information, all that. So, I better get back to editing those videos. And now, enjoy them. So, last week I talked about the First Avenger, but eventually the Avengers are going to have to unite. I'm John Barry, and today I'm reviewing Marvel's The Avengers. So this film was released on May 4th in 2012. It was directed and written by Joss Whedon, and it was produced by Kevin Feige. So as I said, this is the first film where all the Avengers team up. Captain America, Iron Man, Hawkeye, Black Widow, the Hulk. I feel like I'm missing one. Hulk, Cap, Iron Man, Black Widow, Hawkeye. I'm missing one. There's 6, right? Right? Yeah, because there's the same number as Infinity Stones. Soul. How did I forget Soul? Oh well. But actually, this film was actually somewhat set up at the end of Soul, because at the end of Soul, Loki does go missing. That's what happened to Loki at the end of Soul. Took me a while to remember, but he does go missing. I'm pretty sure. Kind of mixing all the films up. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he does go missing, and he turns back up in this film, leading the army against, leading the army in the Battle of New York. But we start out actually at the end of Soul, the Phase 2, where they're working to get stuff, to develop weapons from the Tesseract, is shown in that setup actually in Soul, and we already learned at that point the scientist at Shield Tasks, which is, you know, somebody Soul actually knows, is already being influenced by Loki. So when Loki shows up in the Avengers and, you know, brainwashes Hawkeye in the beginning, and that scientist has already been basically brainwashed by Loki for a good while before. It wasn't a new thing. And then, but yeah, this is the film we get also the most of Nick Fury and other stuff. But it sets up a lot, and we see Loki's plan is actually to get the Avengers at each other so he can basically invade Earth unobstructed. Of course though, we do later learn that Loki is not invading Earth entirely because he wants to, though he does, but he's being helped by Thanos, because of the Chitauri. I think that's how you pronounce it, also helping Thanos later on in other films as well. But that's way in the future. We can talk about that later. But we get Avengers learning about each other, you know. Tony and Banner immediately get off because they're both smart and understand what each other's saying. While Cap is like, speak English please. And then we get kind of about, because he doesn't understand all the scientific jargon. But then we get the later scene between Banner and Tony, where Tony says, finally somebody speaks English. And of course they were still in the scientific jargon, but it's just like an interesting thing. And then of course we get Cap, who's like, who notices that Loki's spear does behave, from what he heard of it, does remind him of some of the Hydra weapons that he encountered in World War II during the First Avenger. And then, of course, we get them all arguing, and then Cap does some sneaking, and guess what he finds? He finds Hydra weapons on the shield carrier, and with Hydra's logo on it. So it's actually, so those weapons are, the one Hydra is really bad, so it's so implanted in shield that, as we later learn, but so implanted in shield that they feel confident putting their logo on stuff. Or, what I think is more likely, is that these are literally leftovers from World War II Hydra that S.H.I.E.L.D. now has custody of. and so Hydra still has custody of at the same time. That's a complex situation though. But no, Captain America's like, no, you should not be developing this stuff. This is Hydra stuff. No, no. So that does set up, I think, Cap's character, but like, no. Well, Tony and Ben are like, let's investigate stuff and hack into the systems. Meanwhile, Captain America's like, I'm just going to wander around and see what I can discover. Very different strategies, but essentially discover lots of the same stuff. Tony and Ben discover Shield's attempting to weaponize the Tesseract, while Cap discovers exactly what they're going for in weaponizing, which they also call Phase 2, which it's going to be the next set of films I discuss for MCU, because we're at the last film of Phase 1, which I think is just kind of neat how I'm assuming that was planned. But it can also refer to, Hydra is in its second phase right now, hidden in S.H.I.E.L.D. And, well, Phase 2 does kind of end with Hydra entering a new phase of existence as well. But that's a whole nother way we can look at the phases of the MCU films. How Hydra appears in each. But that's really off topic. But yeah, this film, we see the Avengers work together for the first time. And I gotta say, it's amazing how much the Tesseract jumps around in the MCU. It really, really does. So we are kind of given the impression in this film that S.H.I.E.L.D., since Howard Stark recovered the Tesseract at the end of the First Avenger, has been in possession of the Tesseract until Loki steals it. But, and just jumping ahead to Captain Marvel, we learn that S.H.I.E.L.D. did not have possession of the Tesseract for the entire time. That for a brief period in the 90s, it was in orbit on board an alien spaceship, and that a cat had it in its stomach for a while in Nick Fury's office. Okay, it wasn't a cat, it was a Floken, but still. Captain Marvel, I got some thoughts on Captain Marvel. Mostly how I think is how her character arc is starting very similar to Iron Man's or to Tony Stark or Thor's character arc. Very similar position. Okay, not entirely similar, but some similarities that her character arc has only begun, is what I'm saying. But that's another film review, and that's probably going to be happening in October. Because I'm only doing one film a week, so that's going to take some time. But yeah, going back to the Avengers, we get them teamed together and they end up stopping. This film is very much an action film. The lessons of working together, rather than fighting each other, all that. And even some bit about, secrets are not necessarily a good thing. But we really get to see that in a later film. So we're not going to really discuss that here. But this film is very much a team-up and an action film. And there's not too much I can actually talk about the film itself, because there's no greater message out of it besides the importance of teamwork, which is a message that you hear a lot, to be frank about it. But it does set up it really makes the world of the MCU bigger rather than a small little isolated thing. But I think that's where I'm going to end my review. Those are kind of my thoughts on it. If you have any thoughts of your own on Marvel The Avengers, let me know in the comment section down below. So next week I'm going to be taking a break from my MCU films. It's going to be a 1 week break while I prepare for the Phase 2 films of the MCU. So between each phase I'm going to be taking a week break. Just to recuperate and make sure I get everything in the next phase ready to go and edit, all that YouTube stuff. So yeah, next week I'll be taking a break, but the week after that, well, we're going to be starting with Phase 2 of the MCU. So if you haven't liked the video already, please do so. And feel free to check me out on social media, Facebook and Twitter. Links are in the description. As are the links for my Discord server if you would like to join. It's a great place just to hang out and chat. Or my Patreon page if you would like to support my channel in exchange for some awards. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel and to stay up to date on all that I do. And feel free to check out either the video or the playlist on screen now. And as always, have a good day, a good night, wherever you are. Have a good one. Bye!